afternoon, it's Lexi and Izzy here from Made by Me Craft Parties, and we're here for Craft Along. Here we go, and we brought some friends. So before we get too excited into the Craft Along, I thought I'd just say some of you might know that I've been doing some craft kits, and we've been selling some lovely Build-A-Bear-y style craft kits. So, and these chaps just arrived yesterday.
A lovely little giraffe.
Maybe not on the table. There we go. We've got a giraffe and a pug. So these boys arrived yesterday, so I just thought I'd show you how cute they are and how adorable they are. Obviously all fluffy and ready to be stuffed. So we have got a few left. I announced them yesterday. Loads. Well, we have got quite a big box of various ones. We've got dinosaurs and pandas and all that as well. Okay. I'll pop a list of everything that I've got. But if you do want one for a birthday surprise or a mini birthday party, I know a few people have been doing them.
Or just for fun.
I know a few people who've ordered some and they're planning to deliver them to friends and do them on Zoom together, which I think is a lovely idea. Really nice. So I'm able to send them in the post. I can also deliver if you're in West Moors. So you get one of these, you get a bag of stuffing, you get instructions, you get a little bag of beads and a pipe cleaner to make a friendship bracelet and a or a necklace, depending on what you prefer. And I'll just pop these lovelies down. You also get a lovely certificate to name your bear.
And a little heart.
And a little heart. So I've got 4. We've got friendship, love, it's all back to front obviously, hearts and wishes and dreams, and courage, which has been very popular at the moment. Lots of children needing a bit of courage at the moment. Excuse me. So I'm going to put those to the side and well out of the way of the paint that we're going to use today. There they go. So I will pop all the details in the comments for those if you're interested. Friday, as you all know, is bank holiday and it's VE Day. So I thought we'd have a little bit of I have thought long and hard about what we could do, and Poppies came to mind. I know it's not Remembrance Sunday, but Poppies could be quite nice. I thought it'd be something you could do to dress up your celebrations if you're doing any, or just some nice spring craft. Didn't have to make them into VE Day if you want to, but you know, it's a theme, so I'm going with it. You'll need, if you haven't already, some cupcake cases. Patterned ones are fine. I found these knocking around in the back of my cupboard, and they're absolutely perfect. They're really perfect. So just plain white, and they're very old, so old. So any colour is fine.
We got some truffle cases too.
I also found some truffle cases which would be quite useful. So if you've got different size cupcake cases, that's great. If not, we can cut them down. A paint palette if you've got one. Some brushes and some water.
We had a go earlier.
Some sellotape or PVA or both is quite handy. I've got some straws. If you don't have straws, you can roll up some green card or paper into a tube, or maybe even add them onto a stick if you want to go and find some in the garden or the woods.
Ooh, sounds good.
And then the other things, these are alternatives, so either some black tissue paper, a black pen, or if you've got some beads or buttons, keeping you up, beads, buttons, then you can have those as well. So these are all alternatives. I like to give you alternatives because I know that not everybody has all the well-stocked craft trolley, craft box, craft room. Some of us are just crafting with the bare basics, so I know that with some of you. I'm not, obviously, because I've got a massive room full of crafts. Not that I'm showing off, but I know that some of you don't, so I like to give you alternatives. And I'll try and slow down. I'm obviously speaking really fast. So your first job is to get some cupcake cases. If you're using patterned ones, I'll just show you how to make the poppies, and then I'll talk about alternatives. So I'm going to use my white cupcake case.
Me too. Me too.
And I'm going to get my watery. Just going to add a bit of water. So if you don't, you can use poster paint if you want, but I thought this actually created a really nice effect. So just if you haven't used these before, what you need to do is get them all juicy, put a bit of water on and get them nice and juicy, and then get the colour. And keep adding water. And what I want you to do is just do the sides of the cupcake cases, and you need to go all the way round. If you've got pale cupcake cases, this will work brilliantly, and the colour will just go over what you've already got. So you don't want it you don't necessarily need it to be too dark. I know you can get really bright poppies, but you can also get more pinky poppies. So I'm going with a more pinky poppy.
I'm going a bit dark, I think. It's hard to... There you go.
There we go. So just go all the way round. You obviously don't have to hold it like this.
It's just to show.
You can put it on the table. This is a very difficult way of doing it, but I thought you'd rather see me doing something rather than just a face. I haven't quite worked out all the skills of online crafting, camera skills. It's not something that I've really done before until this last few weeks. So I'm still working it out.
Yeah, that's our 7th week, I think.
It is our 7th week of craft alongs, which I'm really excited about.
7 weeks of lockdown too.
It does mean that we're all here, we're all good. Sorry, I'm not even looking at the hellos. Hello everyone. Hi Lydia, hi Zoe. Sorry, I've been missing all your messages. I'm so busy chatting away. I don't know if I can I go down? Oh yeah. Oh, hi Lucy. Oh, hi, it's Martha. Love your classes. Thank you so much. Oh, that really makes me happy to hear that you guys are crafting away and that you love my classes. It really makes me happy. I've had some lovely pictures lately, so I'll make sure I share what you've been making. I haven't done that for a while, so I've had loads of pictures.
Well, that looks cool, Mum.
That does look cool. Yeah, you can explore, like we always say, just explore. I'm just going along in a line, but if you want to do it slightly different, what you also could do if you've got different darker colours is maybe do some darker colours.
Ombre.
Do some darker colours around the edge. Do a bit of orange. Yeah, get creative. Sometimes it's nice to do one and then start experimenting with what else you could do. So you could do you could dab some kind of different colour just around the edges.
Oh, you could go like, pink spots everywhere. And now I've got a pink hand.
So is anyone doing anything nice on Friday? I know we can't go very far, but my neighbours and I have been talking about maybe having meeting on the lawns, just sitting on our own lawns. We're lucky enough to live in a lovely road, and sitting on our drives and our lawns and having a cup of tea and a piece of cake, maybe afternoon tea. We thought that would be a really nice thing to do. We've done it a couple of times on a Sunday and just kind of shouted at each other across the road.
And us children have chalked the road.
Yeah, the children have sat 2 metres apart and chalked the road and left lovely messages for all our key workers, which has been really nice.
We've got a lot of key workers on our road as well. Though it's not that big, but we have.
Yeah, we do. So, yeah, if you're doing anything... Oh, street party. Inside.
That sounds...
Street party. Very nice. Okay. I think we're all going to have a street party when we finish this, actually. A proper street party. We're going to get the barbecue out and the bunting. So this is how your cupcake case, if you've got one like mine, will look. I think this is a muffin one, so it's a bit bigger than usual. But I've noticed it started off like this, and it's gone a really beautiful, perfect poppy shape. So you might want to do a couple of these and do another one and cut it down. Oh, Kerry Ann says we've made our own bunting to put across the house. Oh, wow. Have you used the VE Day bunting? I've seen there's a download available. I'll see if I can find the link for it and pop that in the comments as well, because that could be quite fun to do. Yeah, that would be cool. Might just walk the dog and say hi. Yes, come and say hello, Zoe. That would be lovely. Come and do a walk by. That would be nice. So you could, like I say, you could do another one. I'm not going to make you watch me paint another one, but you could just cut this off and do two.
Mine's just gone really messy.
That's okay. It dries really nicely, so at the moment...
That looks cool.
Keep going.
Make headbands one day.
Cut it off a little bit, and then you can pop it inside and do another one. But I have found some pinky stripy cupcake cases, which is what I've decided I'm going to use. And they're slightly smaller. And if you want to use these, the best way to do is turn it inside out. So you don't want the pattern on the outside, you want it on the inside. So turn it inside out. And then I'm going to do a bit of Blue Peter style because I tried this earlier. And I'm going to go, whoosh. This is a dry one. So you might, if you're doing this now, you might want to just leave it to dry. It doesn't take long. So take your outside cupcake. You nearly there? Awesome.
I'm coming, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. I just need to...
And pop a bit of glue.
Hold on. Ready? There's mine.
There we go. That looks beautiful.
It's very dark.
Pop a bit of glue in the middle.
Very colourful hands today.
And then you want to take your smaller cupcake case or your cut down one and pop it in there. And then whatever you're doing in the middle, so if you haven't got tissue paper, I think tissue paper looks great. If you haven't, you could do a little drawing in the centre to do your poppy centre. So add in a circle of colour, of like black colour, and then do some little fronds outside, and that looks pretty awesome. So I'll pop that in so you can see that looks lovely as it is. But to make it even more crafty, you're going to get your PVA glue and give a nice generous hummer.
Sorry.
I'm going to have to give it, there we go, give it a nice generous amount of PVA glue in the bottom. How are you doing? Oh, we've also found these tiny, I've saved these, again, years ago, saved these from truffles or some sweet or another, probably maybe Ferrero Rocher, but they're also quite cool because they go inside and they're smaller. So if you've got any of those knocking around, they also look good. So just layer up, do as many as you like.
I am layering, don't you worry.
You've got your glue and inside your cupcake, and then, where is it? If you have some, you can rip off little bits of tissue paper and scrunch it up into little balls. I've done this at some of my toddler classes before, and stick it on. So keep ripping, just kind of like a, I don't know, inch, maybe just over an inch square, and then scrunch it up. This is a lovely activity to do. Sorry, darling, I'm jostling you. You stick them on, and I've got some I made earlier. So keep scrunching and sticking.
Scrunch and stick, scrunch and stick.
And it looks really effective. There we go. Again, you'd probably do this on the table rather than in the air. Okay, put a little glue in. Ooh, it's about, tell everyone what you're doing, you see, and show it up. That's very exciting as well, I like that. Maybe turn it round.
What I did was I just cut a load of little...
That's really cool. I really like that.
And then I'm just going to like...
stick it in.
So
she's taken one of the tiny ones and cut some, maybe, yeah, pull that off. Cut down in lines and made some little, I don't know what you call them, I can't remember, I should know. Some little, and are they called antennae? They're not antennae. That looks fabulous.
Now I'll stick this one on the back.
There you go, I don't know if you can see, look. That's perfect. Flower insides, love it. There you go. So keep scrunching and put as many as you like in there. Many of the insides.
Okay. And I added one on the back.
There we go.
I did a little one on the back.
Ah, awesome.
So then it stands up like that.
So Kerry says, we've designed our own bunting, but we've used some of the VE Day bunting too, and mix and match. Ooh, oh, I'd like to see a photo of that. I bet that's really cool, if you've got time. So stick in all your bits of tissue paper, or the buttons. The buttons will need a lot longer to dry, but the buttons also look cool if you layered them up. There we go, and stuck them in. But my personal favourite, can't really do it, there we go, personal favourite is the tissue paper, so that's what I've gone with. How's it going in there? Oh, she's going off-piste. So if you've got your straws, any old straws will do. I've got some, happen to have some green ones and a bit of tissue paper.
Because you have everything.
I do have everything, but like I say, if you don't have one of these, you can use a stick. You can roll up a bit of green card. I'll just go and get something. Our friends sent us these beautiful crepe paper flowers, also using little cupcake cases, and this is just a rolled up piece of green card, so you could do that as well.
There you go.
And secure it with sellotape. That looks fantastic. So do you want to talk three people through what you've done there? Because it's going to be slightly different to what I've done. Turn it around and show it.
Hold on, this is falling off a bit.
So,
There's glue everywhere now. So what I did was I stuck a smaller cupcake case, like this, onto the back, and then I cut a hole there and a hole at the top, and made a little bit so that I can hold it and move it up and down so to make it as long or as short as I want.
that is very cool. Now, that's the joy of children, because you can show them what to do, but I always find they come up with some ideas better than yours, or better than mine. But what I was going to do is just take the back of my flower and the straw, and normally if I was doing this on my own, I would use a glue gun, but not everyone has a glue gun, and they're also quite dangerous, so I'm just going to stick a little bit of sellotape on the back, and that works just as well. So then you need a vase, and maybe make a few and make a lovely display. So I think they'll look fabulous on our table.
I'm putting that one on my rug.
Oh, okay. Well, we might make some more and put them on our tables outside in our gardens when we go out on Friday. So I hope you've enjoyed that. There you go. There's yours. Oh, felt. We've got some felt. Do I have any ideas about what we could do with felt? I will have a little think. I will have a little think about that. Yeah, and maybe that could be one of the next craft alongs if that's of interest. Yeah, I can do felt. I've got a load of felt as well. Absolutely. So if you know anything, think of anything else that you would like me to demonstrate. So we've used lots of toilet roll crafts now. I've done a couple of things with cupcake cases. So we did the houses, the toilet roll houses with cupcake cases. So if you think of anything else that you've got lying around that you want to use, let me know, and I'll see what I can come up with. I'm going to start doing these craft alongs once a week as from next week. So I think I did a poll, so if you want to let me know otherwise, but I think the poll said Fridays were best, Friday afternoons. So I'm going to start doing those once a week from next week. So I'm going to leave you to it. I would love to see if you make anything of these. I would love to see what you make in the comments. Maybe take some pictures, and I will share them around on Facebook and show everyone what we've made, because I'd love to see if you make something different and tweak it around, see what you come up with. Thank you for joining, thank you for watching. It's been really lovely. Have a lovely day off on Friday. I hope you find a really nice way to celebrate. At least you won't have to do any schoolwork. That would be nice. So see you soon. That's it. Bye.
Bye.